Okay, back to Duce Robot Annie. So, here we go. Starting to get a lot of the stuff closed up now. Covering for the spring belt. And that can just squeeze down on there. It's just the Mylar. It's hard to fold Mylar, I'll tell you that. You can't really have to like crease it and put weight on it for a while. It just springs back into shape, which is cool. So, there's that. That's just covering the spring belt just so it has a cool look to it. I finished out the top of the Spectre and stuff. Also, like I said, I just put the hand on and started wiring the fingers up and stuff there. And there she goes. She's drying. I got it propped up here, just holding the arm from going down and the hand sliding off of it. I had to make another power supply because lo and behold, I started turning things on and getting things powered up, and I noticed that the power supply that I made down in there on the very bottom for the servos was somehow, I don't know, backfeeding the board. Not cool. So it couldn't be used. So I made a new, better, more improved one with a much better battery. Check that out. I just used one of the Ovonic high output 11.1. So these are 11.9 volts pumping to this here, which is putting out a very strong 4.9 for 5 volts, you know, through the voltage regulators there, the 7508s or 7805s. Don't hold me to that. Two 4700 microfarad capacitors with an 0.2 picofarad just smoothing capacitor in there. I didn't worry about reverse polarity because there's no point. It's not going to get changed out. Everything's starting to get hooked up. I'll power some of the things on now. I know that everybody's seen a lot of this stuff, but I had to go back and do quite a many things. I mean, there's the extra fan for the Nano and stuff. The servos, I'm not going to turn those on right now, but we'll fire all these up. Get the whole shebang going here. As far as that goes, because the hand and everything is lit. So there's the hand that's on. I do have to work. There's both of these are now hooked up. The fingers are hooked up on the hand, at least 4 of them. I want to try to use the thumb and the forefinger. I want to try to use one servo for those. If I can't, I'll put another one in there. Finish that out, straighten everything up. Got Annie now to where she's totally almost stands perfectly straight, except for a little bit in that molded head. You can't do nothing about that. It's just like, you know, wanked out from the mold. It's only for a wig, so I figured, well, for the $5, man, we'll get that one, or whatever it ended up costing, and you can put electronics in it, whatever. So there it is. There's that. And I'm just starting to get everything tied in now, and I'm gonna start writing some code to this thing as soon as I can get the hand working, and everything's powered up through switches now, except for this down here with that. So there's a couple of things that I'm gonna do to it because I want to put the blue lights and the lasers on blink. Just those. Everything else will stay on, and then next time I'll have it running around with the motors and everything because I got the motor controllers. Here's the other Cytron motor controller. Here's, excuse me. I'm going to put them on top of this Mega 2560 here, and that's going to power both of the motors. It's going to come up and have the control panel here for Annie. And that's pretty much about it for now. It's just in a stage of where I'm building the other hand. The hand is there. It just has to be made to that point and then be set in its epoxy. And there's a couple of small other things that I got to do. So there's a lot of servos involved in this robot. I think I counted 31 or 32 if I'm not mistaken with everything. So there she is. She's really starting to top out now. Annie's a real cool build. I hope some people are trying it. I know it looks like a lot of servos and wiring, and it is. You got to use a lot of wires. If you do it, leave your wires long on everything. Don't bother. Just make them long and let them hang and tie them off because everything has to move. So, till next time, everybody, Duce Robot. Enjoy.